It's just like it's called like person strong people.
Oh, okay.
And it's like you go to a website and like you basically
you did your first session with the other group, right?
I did.
How'd that go?
Yeah, we were going.
Oh, cool.
No, not yet. I'm working on my way back.
Awesome. It's a like now you've got it more attention. But even just
I'll be back.
People like me, except my tag is still okay. When I was a kid, it's
feel left out.
Sorry. I know I have 3DS, but
It's a multi one, so you'll be able to do like DS and Game Boy.
Game Boy, but alright.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, man. Hello everyone, this is THG, aka the Skiing Gamer, and I'm back from the 2026 Game Out Expo. I had a really great time, just like last year. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour video of that, and it's so great to meet up with my YouTube colleague, friends, and also take pictures of cosplays and all the other stuff, and of course, including arcade games and retro games and all the other stuff. So yeah, so I had a blast just like last year, and I can't wait to do it again for next year and all that stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tour video. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the pickups. Alright, for the first pickup I was about to show you right here and all that stuff is, if you saw my 2026 collecting and gaming goals video, it's talking about the system that I wanted back after 20 years after being lost and stolen. And you know the system I'm talking about, which is the PSP. This is the Model 3000 right here. And like I said, you saw my 2026 collecting gaming goal video. This is the system I want back after 20 long years after being stolen and all that other stuff. And if you saw the game that I got right here, that I used to have in my teenage PSP collection and all that other stuff, If you saw that one game and all that stuff, you want to refill that one game and all that stuff, be sure to check out that video. So yeah, so I finally got myself a PSP back after 20 long years and all that stuff. I've been being lost and stolen and all that stuff. And I got this for like $85, and not $85. It was priced at $85, but due to the event went to the booth and all that stuff, it was due to like somewhat semi horrible condition and all that stuff. They charged me $80 for it, so I got me $80 and all that for a PSP, which is a really fair price and all that stuff. And the story about this PSP right here, all that stuff, there was a person who traded off their handhelds and all that stuff, like Game Boy Advance SP, and 2 PSPs. This one right here and the silver one and all that stuff. And so, and the defender of the booth right here didn't have a price for it and all that stuff. But I went back to their booth and all that stuff. They asked me for a regular price. Asked me for a price. It was priced. They priced it for $85 and all that stuff. But since I asked them, this is a somewhat semi horrible condition and all that stuff, this is priced for $80 and all that other stuff. And so, which is like a really fair price and all that stuff. So I don't care about the horrible condition of it and all that stuff. All that matters is I want to get a PSP back after 20 long years. So super glad I have a PSP back after 20 years and all that stuff. And so the battery was dead, left for dead and all that stuff when I got it and all that stuff. But a Fender gave me a free charger for free and all that stuff. And like a universal charging ports and all that stuff for Game Boy Advance SP, DS, PSP, and I don't know which two cores for and all that other stuff. But yeah, so he gave me a charger for free and all that stuff with no charge and all that stuff. And so I need to get a outlet for that and all that stuff. So very soon. So yeah, so like I said, the battery was dead for when I got it and all that stuff. When I charged it for a couple hours, as you can see right here, it works and all that other stuff. So it's in working condition and all that other stuff. It works and all that other stuff after I charge it. And yeah, it's really working and all that other stuff. So it came with the UND movie and all that stuff. This is my first UND movie out of that. It's a classic Fast and the Furious first movie and all that. Bring back from my childhood. Rest in peace to Paul Walker. Even though like Too Fast, Too Furious better. But this is my first UMD movie of the PSP and all that stuff. Back then, we have UMD movies on PSP and all that stuff for TV show movies and all that. Before Netflix streaming service and all that stuff, you could watch like TV movies, not TV movies, movies and TV shows on the go on the PSP back in the days and all that stuff. And so yeah, so it came with that inside of the system when I got it and all that stuff. And so the PSP that I have now, all that from the old customer to myself, a new customer and all that stuff. So and it's working too and all that stuff. And yeah, it works and all of that other stuff. And so, like I said, I'm glad I got a PSP back after 20 long years and all that other stuff. I used to myself I have one, and my brother used to himself have one and all that other stuff. So I'm so glad I have my own PSP back after 20 long years. So yeah, so there is that. And now I'll talk about the games and all that other stuff. So like I said, if you saw the just wanted to refill that one PSP game that I used to have as a teenager and all that stuff, be sure to check out the 2026 collecting and gaming gold video. But now I have two out of the wish list and all that stuff. I found them and all that stuff out of the PSP teenager wish list and all that stuff. And now I have 3 out of 5 teenage PSP games that I used to have and all that other stuff. So I'm waiting for 2 more to come in the mail and all that other stuff. And after we receive those in the mail and all that stuff, I'm due to be a short for you guys. So stay tuned for that. So let me show you the 2 games that I have right here from my that I used to have for the PSP as a teenager. So for first off, with this game right here, and all that other stuff. That is Need for Speed Most Wanted 510. Basically, this is the 2005 Need for Speed Most Wanted, not 2012. So this is like the counterpart version of Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 from the PS2, Xbox, GameCube, and Xbox 360 era. But in the PSP version, all that stuff. So this game brings back a lot of memories and all that, playing it with my brother. And this Need for Speed game, a lot of fun. I bring back so many memories playing this game and all that stuff. And this is my version of playing Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 edition and all that other stuff. So yeah, so super happy to have this back after all many years and all that stuff, and cannot wait to replay it and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that. And it's complete with the UMD and the manual and all that stuff. But the goal for this year and all that stuff for my childhood /teenage PSP collection, I want the games in box and all that stuff, not no loose and all that stuff. So I'm glad to have that one complete. So yeah, there is that, and the last PSP game out of the wish list and all that other stuff that I used to play with my brother. That is Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. They also released it on the PS2, but the PS2 version is somewhat expensive and all that stuff. But the PSP version, the original, is the place to go and all that other stuff. So yeah, me and my brother used to play this game as well and all that stuff. It's a pretty underrated Grand Theft Auto game on the PSP and all that stuff. This is the first Grand Theft Auto game on the PSP when the PSP was released in 2005. And yeah, I had so much fun playing this game and all that stuff. It take counter places and the events before Grand Theft Auto 3 and all that other stuff. So I cannot wait to replay this game again, just like Need for Speed, after all these years. So it is complete as well, with the manual and the map and the UMD and all that other stuff. So for $20 for both of these games right here that I used to have in my teenage PSP and all that other stuff, in my PSP teenage collection, all that, well, I used to have a PSP, can't beat that and all that stuff. I cannot wait to replay these games again after 20 long years and all that stuff. So like I said, the other two games and all other two games coming in the mail or something, once they arrive, I'm gonna do a short on it. So for $140 for this PSP haul right here and all that other stuff is an excellent deal and all the other stuff. I'm so glad to have a PSP back after 20 long years, and it will be never ever go out of my sight ever again and all the other stuff. So yeah, so like I said, I don't have a memory stick for it yet and all that other stuff, but I will be getting one very soon and all that other stuff. So the gaming goal for this year is accomplished and all that other stuff, is to get a PSP back along with the games I used to have from my childhood. So yeah, there is that. All right, for another second gaming goal I achieved this year and all that stuff. Like you see my see that video and all that stuff. My goal is to complete the N64 and GameCube Mario Party games and all that stuff. And this is one of them. That is Mario Party 6 on the GameCube. Got it for like $80. But I talked to sellers, I talked to 75 and all that other stuff, but they say they want a fair firm to 80, and I was like, you know what, this is the time of day, you know what, just why not, and all that other stuff. Is so yeah, so I finally got Mario Party 6 to complete the Mario Party GameCube set and all that stuff. Now I have 4, 5, 6, and 7 now and all that stuff. So yeah, so super happy to have that set complete and all that stuff. With no manual, you can see right here and all this stuff. It's just a disc. So yeah, so it's in pretty good condition and all that other stuff. And now I have all the Mario Party games on the GameCube now and all that other stuff. So yeah, so super happy about that. And also I saw Mario Party 3 there and for N64 for like $70, but which was horrible condition. But so I skip on it. But when I do get Mario Party 3 on N64 and all that other stuff, with like a good label upgrade and all that stuff, fair price, fair condition and all that other stuff, I'm gonna do a short on that. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, so the second gaming goal check off the list right here and all that stuff. So yeah, there is that Mario Party 6 on the GameCube to complete my GameCube Mario Party set. Super happy about that. And for it will price this one priced at $15. It got it for $12 and all that other stuff. This is one of the best Burnout games in the series. That Burnout 3 Takedown on the OG Xbox, and it is complete with the manual and the disc and all that other stuff. Best Burnout game ever made and all that other stuff, even from 22 years ago and all that other stuff. I remember playing a lot at the Boys Girl Club back in the day and all that other stuff. And this is the best Burnout game ever made and all that other stuff. So I know Burnout Paradise, Dominator, and Revenge are pretty good and all that other stuff, but nothing can top this one right here and all that other stuff. Especially the crash mode and all the other stuff. So it's a lot of fun, and you get a bunch of vehicles, a bunch of game modes, and a bunch of race checks too and all that other stuff. So especially the crash mode in this game right here and all that stuff. So like get points and all that other stuff for crashes and all that other stuff. This is the best game in the Burnout games and all that stuff. So if you want to be one of the best Burnout game and all that stuff, play Burnout 3 Takedown. One of the best out of the Burnout series and all that stuff. So yeah, super happy about this. I got it for like $12. So can't beat that. So yeah, there is that. And certainly, last but not least, I got it for like $6 and all that stuff, which was a horrible condition and all that stuff. That is Guitar Hero Rock the 80s. And I played this one a little bit as a teenager and all this other stuff. So yeah, me and my brothers and my family love playing Guitar Hero and all that stuff. I have 2 to 3, the longest, all the other stuff from my teenage days and all the other stuff. We love playing Guitar Hero as a family. And this right here and all that other stuff is pretty good too and all that stuff. It has all the songs, rock songs from the 80s. And yeah, this is a really good, great Guitar Hero game and all that other stuff. So the case is not it's in horrible condition. So I need to get like a new case. But inside it has the manual and all that stuff, and the disc and all that other stuff. So which is complete and all that stuff. So that's why I priced it for $6. So for $6 for Guitar Hero Rock the 80s and all that other stuff, can't beat that. There's another Guitar Hero game on the in my PS2 collection and all that stuff. So super happy about this. So I can't wait to play this one with my family and all that stuff. So I love 2 and 3 and all that stuff as a teenager, and I love this one too a little bit as a teenager and all that stuff. So yeah, so I cannot wait to play this with my family and all that stuff because we love the Guitar Hero games. So yeah, there is that. So that is all the 2026 Game On Expo pickups. And like I said, I had a really great time and all that stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour video and all that stuff. I spent almost about $220 for this whole lot and all that other stuff. So didn't spend too much crazy and all that other stuff, unlike the past few years and all that other stuff. And talk about the games I really want to get off the list and all that stuff. And told 2 games and both gaming goals, and now check off on my wish list and all that other stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed the pickups I got and all that other stuff. And I spent $220 this year and all that stuff. And like I said, I hope I don't too get crazy unlike last year and all that stuff. So make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Want to follow us on my upcoming videos? Check out my Facebook fan page. The Facebook fan page is going to be in the link description down below. I'll see y'all next time with another video. Thank you very much, and goodbye.